push till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Baby, can you pray tonight? Baby, can you pray for us? Oh, baby, can you pray? 'Cause every time you make time, it's only to the end. So pray tonight. So you won't know, yeah. For every run that we had, surrounded, I know it. But I'll be ready every day. Know everything's alright. Are you gonna pray? Are you gonna pray tonight?
I can't believe I've been muted the entire. Thank you, Eder. Man, I've been talking a lot. Well, just to Haris, I don't know if I touched the top before or if it's the entire time. You can hear me, but the tournament is hosted by NKD Esports and also hosted by Community Gaming. We are organizing this tournament and providing a $100 prize pool. So if you guys are interested in competing in this in the future, go to our Discord link in the description. I was talking about how, you know, we have a solid amount of players, but not many. I mean, I don't know if that's counter to each other, but I do like it when we have a small amount that kind of really showcases these players and being able to really go deeper into their impact. And so we were doing that in multiple situations. We don't have to like hop, skip, and jump to every potential fight that we see. That we can do more of a deep dive on these and kind of explain what they're thinking and what they might be doing. So part of it was that with a smaller group like we have here, the need is to be more aggressive. If you are not aggressive, then you will get less elimination points, and the chances of having a major difference based on rank is just less apparent when it comes to smaller groups because most teams are going to be on the higher end of it, right? Most teams are going to be getting rank points since there is less teams in general. So to make a difference, you have to get eliminations. With a bigger group, let's say there was 100 players in this tournament, then you don't have to do that. You can kind of play it safer. You can kind of stay low because you know wherever you go, you're more or less likely to be in an engagement. So this way, you know, without doing that, if you're trying to play it safe the entire time, you're going to get good shot from the top as Fane. Big damage against Storm. Trying to blow up that vehicle. Should destroy them. The blue zone also. And, yeah, I don't know if Alan's not realizing, or maybe they're getting shot from the other direction by Ruthless. The Storm, Alien is down. The play zone shouldn't get that elimination, though. I think he does get it. Fane should have gotten that. And Bonix just got taken down, too. That'll be their 6th. They're with that Tornado next. Tornado is, kinda... Wait, his vehicle is on the left there. Looks like he's gonna cross into the water using a smoke. Nope, a grenade, actually. There is a player knocked down here. What's going on here? So, Prince is knocked. Just kind of waddling around for a bit here. And now he's going to go into the water. Prince, again, cannot do much swimming there because get knocked. Jason Noob is gotta leave Prince. Can't pick him up in the water or can't revive him in the water. Wait, he wasn't knocked. He was just hurting? I guess didn't feel like there was a need to move, but should have moved for sure. And down goes one. Jason next as the blue zone will take him out. Or the bullets will. The bullets will do the job too. And so R2D has lost everyone except for one. And it is Ruthless. And so he's just kind of peeking around there. He already took some shots, so they should know. A lot of teams should know. At least the ones in the surrounding area will know he's there. But TFC, again, great job from Fane to get those initial eliminations. Against Storm. Storm does still have 2 people, Gentle and Tornado. They're going to rotate around them, and they certainly can. The blue zone shouldn't hurt that much at this point. You can see the damage that it's doing, but any sort of boost will kind of counter this at this point, and they can take their time, really make sure that they get to the spot before crossing the blue zone line, and have to be in trouble now. Static, I think, is starting to move in. You can see the bubble there getting closer to the zone as well. You might be able to see them driving, but apparently not looking that way anyway. So I think right now what Storm is doing is thinking we need to boot up some more. What do we have here? We have Angelic, 2 eliminations for the team, but all 4 players alive and well, and they are a bit separated. Interesting spots. Let's go take a look from the air here. See Trax kind of holding down the bridge with Cosmic, and then we have Toxic Boy and Angelic. They're not even in the same building, as they are just across the street for each other. That's an interesting positioning here. It's not super abnormal. They're all in like line of fire, so everyone can see each other and all can help each other. That's the greatness of this positioning. And there's also only one way across the bridge. So if anyone's trying to cross, which the zone will kind of force some teams if they want to take the easy way in through this direction. So it looks like Cosmic, though, in Trax, instead of kind of holding it down, they're going to bail out and maybe go pick up Angelic who are right there. You know, it's not... I'm going to keep doing that. It's not a horrible idea. But it is... this is what we have. Why am I unable to change? Okay, I have lost the ability to... Okay. I can't change. It's having me go here. I don't want to exit. Yeah, I am stuck. Oh, okay. No, I wasn't stuck. I just wasn't dumb. All right, so let's take a look at this. There's a lot of shooting is going on, apparently. There is a team below that I think they're trying to figure out who they can get, and it is Storm, I believe. They're also peeking at top. They have 7 eliminations, but they did lose 2 people. The good thing is that most of the kills came from these 2 in particular, so might not be such a big loss for the team, but numbers do mean a lot. Teamwork does mean a lot. Take a look at Ruthless here. He just came into the area, and it does seem like he might be getting pushed here. There's Toxic and Angelic. I don't know if he has a vehicle back here to kind of drive off. There it is. So they might have heard this car come with Ruthless, and then Ruthless took a stop here, and now they're kind of thinking we can take him out. But Ruthless, good rotation out, as it did seem like AG thought Ruthless was going to be behind that rock, and they're just not. So Ruthless was able to rotate even farther back. He is in zone. Doesn't have to worry about the blue. So he's okay. And especially with the AG being so separated between each other, I don't think they're going to expand even farther to Ruthless's spot. So right now, as long as Ruthless stays low, relatively low, I think he'll be fine. That doesn't mean that he wouldn't be in trouble from other perspectives. Right here we have ACZ, but I think even that, the hills are acting in his favor, and Dubreak cannot quite see him. Now, Dubreak might see another team in the distance there, and they have, do they have next zone? No, they have to move to get into the next zone. They just saw that the new zone has shifted from away from them, and it looks like some vehicles are going to be taken, and they're probably going to come together, or not. I don't know. Hunter x Hunter vehicle, nice. Let's take a look at this fight going on. Spot for next zone. There's NF. That's certainly an enemy against Toxic Boy. Trying to utilize the rocks for protection anywhere he pivots around. Shots in the distance too. And they need to keep going in. I think they're going to push this building in front of them. It is in zone. And they probably feel comfortable enough where it's like not so pushing a team, right? But it is a safe place. Across the way, though, is Gentle. I think he just threw a grenade. A grenade almost went into his room, his window, I should say. If it did, I think he would have passed out. But luckily for him, they just threw it in the wrong window. More grenades coming, but behind the walls, more safe. Although Gentle just took a hit there. I don't know how. I guess the explosion went hard. Gentle needs to heal up now. Speaking of healing up, Trax needs a pickup. He's getting thirsty, it sounds like, and there it goes. Meanwhile, Toxic Boy tried to come over. It looks like he did try to come pick him up behind a fairly thin tree, so a smoke is absolutely necessary. Another knock, this time on Fane, who has 6 out of the 7 eliminations for the team. That could really leave the team in need. Oh, there's Sherry coming around the side. Soka waiting for Sherry to pop out, but notices other players to watch out for. Big Bush here is helping him stay alive. And so Sherry's not getting close enough for Soka to get those shots off with a clean line of fire. Meanwhile, NF, they've been loving this circle placement. They've been taking it every single time, and nobody's really been pushing on them. So they're just able to kind of shoot at people coming in from the blue zone sides, and that leads to less worry for them. So, yeah, they are taking care of business at this point. They have 4 eliminations, and there's another one. Can they get another is the question. Shari trying to rotate back, and unfortunately, it wasn't around the rock. He was just getting straight across the rock, and that was a knock. But Chanela is down too, so that was a trade. Maria needs to go pick up if they want to keep it a 2-person team. Verk staying low while his teammate is getting the side. You also have Soka here. This is a wild card spot here. Grenade could be clutch if he gets it in the right spot. But right now it's all in question. So I don't know. Verk, I mean, I think is also staying low. These two are not making sounds to each other. And so we might see them clash if they get close enough. I would love to see that. Maria also grabbing a grenade, throws it out to the right there. Luckily, he was able to hide it out before getting hit by those gunshots. Here's Chanela, who did get picked up. Unfortunately, Shari had a great perspective there, and this should do it too. as Shari does come up with that kill. And so there's one left. It is Soka. Soka is hiding in the grass here. NF kind of realizing there's only one place it could be. A grenade in that spot. Gets one. Unfortunately, it's not going to be any major impact. But I thought the grenade was a good throw. It's just unfortunate that you were alone. All right, we'll take a look at these scores and then move on to our next match soon. So actually, I'm going to get that match set up first, and then we'll go over some of these scores. Can I actually do that? Ooh, no. I got to take screenshots first. I forgot how to do screenshots on the emulator, so I'm going to take pictures of it instead. I usually have my phone set up to do this as well, but I kind of forgot that. Oh, I'm gonna get in front. I kind of forgot that I need to. Do that. And I didn't set up my phone, so I'm just gonna take pictures instead, and this should be just fine. All right. I'll go over the scores later because I do want to get the other teams in. So I'm just going to move along that. And then we'll kind of do a quick talk over regarding those scores. And then, again, go from there. What I'm going to do is you guys check out this quick pause and then I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, 200 players, 50 teams, $3 million, and 1 trophy. Welcome to the 2023 PUBG Mobile Global Championships.
Yeah.
48 teams began this journey. We are now down to just 16, with $3 million on the line and thousands of screaming fans cheering on their favorite teams. Anything can happen.
But it's time to find out who our champion at PNGC 2023 is going to be.
The grand finals starts now.
Hey, tell me if you ready, tell me if you hear him coming. Survive a little bit, speed a hunter on the hunter. Better pay attention.
Here comes Noxian Red Force, takes down one at least, and that's Levi's Nox. For the second, and he makes it happen. East moves forwards, looking to finish this off with the DBS of his own. The Revo, the last to stand for them, and Alpha 7 fall. Top so low, and Alex takes him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 PMGC champions, IHC!
All right, we're getting back. Here's the room and what it looks like. I did say I was going to talk about the scores. So I'll do a little quickness about that and so on and so forth. You guys won't be able to see it, so I'm going to actually just move ourselves to a more full screen here. Yeah, and then I'm going to play some music too. Okay. So, let's go over a little bit about these scores here. NF coming in with the win. They got 3 from Shari, who is the leader of the team. Verk, who has 3 as well, and Smith has 2. So, team total there of 8. This was the last minute team as well. They literally registered with 10 minutes left before we started match 1. That's how late they registered. So, we'll see if they the last minute team will come in clutch. I'm not sure if they will keep their lead, but right now it looks pretty solid. TFC did great. Fane especially did well. He got 6 eliminations. The team got 7 in total. And again, that's right there next to NF. They're reaching for first, close to first. And it does seem like they have a secure second at this point. ACZ, they're in third place. They have 2 eliminations so far. And then fourth place with AG, they have 3 eliminations. So it's a big difference, though, between first and second and then everyone else. It's definitely can be make-upable. But, with the first 2 teams getting the most eliminations compared to any other team, that is going to make it difficult for the rest of the field here. The other team that had a major kill count was Storm, though. They got 6th place, but they did have 3 from Tornado, 2 from Gentle, 1 apiece from Alien and Bonix. That is a team total of 4, 5, 6, 7. So they have, they're right there as far as eliminations. They're tied, I believe, for second in eliminations, but that rank will force them down a little bit longer. I think they will, though, be in third place, regardless of their rank. As I mentioned before, though, eliminations is going to be the key factor in this tournament, more than a lot of other tournaments, because of the sheer number of players in this tournament will change the way this tournament works, right? We don't have a huge amount of players, so you have to be aggressive. You have to go and get your own eliminations, or else it won't be there for you. It could be there at the end, but you're really putting all your eggs in one basket when you're going to wait at the end. Because who are also those teams at the end? Either they are the same as you who waited, which you better hope so, or they are the teams that have been getting eliminations and going after it throughout the entirety of the tournament and showcasing why they are good. And they will be there at the end. So what you're doing if you are waiting in this, and it might not be the same for other tournaments, but in this particular tournament, what you are doing if you are waiting is saying, I want to face against the hardest players. And I want to put all my eggs in one basket and just go against the best players and hope I get eliminations. Or what you could do is be like, I want to go against teams that I'm not sure if they're the best or not, but throughout the tournament, I want to be able to get those eliminations. That is the better idea for sure. There's no question that is the strongest ideal you want. Because yes, technically you could come away with like 2 to 3 kills and get first place. But do you really think that's going to happen? If you wait till the end, you really think that is the likelihood in this tournament? It's just, it's unlikely. And when it comes to games like this, Battle Royales especially, where there's a lot of third partying, you want to go with your odds the most in every situation, every fight you can possibly imagine. You want to work with the odds, and the odds would tell you, no, go out there, get your eliminations, because you want to go against teams that aren't so great, right? That would be a main thing to reason to go out there, rather than waiting and just fighting against the teams at the end who are more likely to be the best of the field. Big Joe from Louisiana, welcome to the stream. I'm seeing you location. I don't know what that means, but if you want to expand on that, because I don't want to show my location in real life, that'd be great. Eder Luz, welcome to the stream. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. That's awesome. And 10-day Tudo. I don't know. So like you guys can write in different languages. Totally cool with that. Just make sure it follows some normal guidelines, where you're respectful to other people, whether they're playing in the tournament or they're here in the chat. That's like a major one. And don't use curse words in a negative manner. You can use it in a positive manner. Like that was example is that was effing awesome, with the F being the word. And like R2D ass, that is not okay. So do not write that in chat. So we do not want to see those, especially spammed. So I'm gonna have to like ban them. But yeah, no disrespect in the chat. And I wish I had Body here. Body usually helps out with this. So I'm going to have to like go and figure this out because I haven't modded my own stream forever. She couldn't do it today because she's got an in real life thing to do. So I was like, okay. But you know, I'll have to step in. Oh, we are gonna start now, so let's get that going, and then I'll do that. And let's hit the start. Sorry, I was a little over time. But nonetheless, we're here and we have started, and I have spoken. What is that on Twitch? I don't know if it's on Twitch. I don't think I gave out my Twitch in Discord. If you're watching from Twitch, awesome. No, it's not from Twitch. Is it Facebook? Doesn't tell me on bot tricks where it's coming from. That's a bit on the unfortunate, because I have no idea. And I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's see if we can figure this out. Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe I can do it on bot tricks? I don't think so, though. I don't think bot tricks gives me the ability to fix things. I'm just figuring it out. I'm a newbie. Could be Facebook, but even that, I don't do a lot on Facebook. I'm just gonna... Alright, well, if it continues, we'll have to figure out something. That's all I can do. Because it's not showing up for me on Trovo, which I thought that's where it was going to be. And it's like, oh, I can do that. But as far as I can tell, it's not. Could be Facebook. Maybe. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? We got Erangel this time around. If you guys think a particular team's going to win here in Erangel, let me know. Oh, something I did want to check. Enable icon display. We'll do everything enabled. I'm not sure. I don't know what this customized defeat broadcast is, but we'll just have it on. Bullet trail, sure. And not exit. Not exit, that's for sure. All right, so teams are dropping in. It might go to Pachinki here. I think I see two teams heading in that direction. You see Shari's team, who did get first place, and they had a lot of eliminations, but they are staying in separate spots within the team here. Maybe crossing to a farther spot around farm. That's a far drop, though. As you see DK landing quickly to Pachinki. And on this side, NF, there's a NF player with Verk. Verk is hoping for a vehicle, I suppose, but he's getting close to problems here. He went around in a circle, and the other team's going to get... No, they get their own vehicle. Okay, you're fine. First, I thought it was... Oh, if he had a gun in that building, he would have taken that guy out. So Gentle is just going to start driving over instead. Maybe he didn't want to risk it by shooting. I don't know, though. I think it would have been good if you had a weapon. Maybe he just quickly grabbed the vehicle and dipped without even looking for a gun. That could have been just the play and the attempt made. But everyone seems to have landed in a safe spot. Nobody has gotten an elimination yet, as far as I can tell. And almost everyone's got their own spot. You see Georgia Pole South Sides. Let me take out that music here. Georgia Pole South Sides have been both scooped up. The north side is cleared. Rozhawk has been taken. I love Rozhawk as a spot. A lot of good loot, in my opinion. Severny on top, also a good spot for loot. And it's also like more on the outskirts, so less people generally land there. Yasnaya, the biggest spot. Really great, I think, in small tournaments because the likelihood of having more than one team land there is very unlikely. And even if you have two teams land there, you can easily share. And if you, so like you don't have to like land get into a gunfight right away and hope that luck was on your side, you can pretty much land there with 2 teams and be fairly safe that you don't have to risk it for the biscuit. Interesting here, as there are multiple enemies outside, and oh, wow, Gentle got away with that one, as he was trying to grab some loot at the same exact time a shotgun user came around the bend. Now Tornado gonna stay low here. Definitely the smart move. Don't peek too much. As Smith jumped out. Smith dies as he jumped out as well. So this might be the weakness here of NF. Finally, we're starting to see it. They did so well in match number 1. Will they not do so well here? With Smith being knocked, it's going to be very difficult for them to pick him up at this time with enemies hanging around. Alien is knocked, so Storm has their own problems. Bonix waiting for an enemy to come down. A grenade's going to be cooked, and this is going to hurt. Bonix was able to move in time. Another grenade cooked. Bonix can hear that. I don't know if his teammates are throwing those grenades up there, though. Alien is knocked. That is a big loss. They were keeping the numbers even, and now it isn't, as this pickup as well for NF. They're going to stay a 4-person team. Ooh, just a bit outside. A little lost there. They really need to take down Hermexen. I'm going to go with that as the player name. But with the shotgun coming up those stairs, is almost a death sentence. So, this could be a problem. Ooh, burning. Bonix is getting knocked. And that just leaves Tornado. Oh, Tornado got a pick up on Alien. Ooh, but he took a hit there. And down he goes. Alien is out, and that's it. So NF stays strong, and they keep all 4 players as well. They were not looking so good coming to start this one because one got knocked right away. But they were able to quickly come back, especially with Shari in the, I forgot who it was else. I think it might have been Verk possibly on the outside, and they were able to surprise them from the outside in. So good stuff there from NF. Again, they won match number 1. They had 8 eliminations, the most that any other team had. So they are off to the races on match 2 as well. All right. Let's take a look around. So right now, again, after that fight, which was pretty great to see, and we were able to really flush it out, we have no fights right now. So right now, Razhawk is still taken up by AXL. DK has Pachinki still. They haven't moved out. And these 2 teams, R2D and Sense, they haven't moved out from their Joldra pole spots. They're still really looting up the area. Severny also still taken up by ACZ. And Yasnaya is still taken down by XZ. The only major difference here is this team here, 69. They did not, I don't think, play in the first match. As I told you, teams just come in the second match for some reason. I don't know why. And rather than go and play in the first one too. And for their strategy, they seem to be taking up the idea of let's just loot a lot of different buildings. And I would say that's not a bad idea for matches when there's like a ton of players. But you do want to really, I think it makes a lot more sense when there aren't a lot of teams to land in an area where there's high density loot, major city spots, because you're just not going to be as likely to be landing on another team. And staying together is generally a good idea. In PUBG Mobile, in a lot of battle royales, but specifically in PUBG Mobile where there is no return flights, so there shouldn't be this separate one other person that is kind of keeping the team alive. I mean, you may want to have someone who can easily hop into a vehicle, but generally speaking, you don't want to have that person so far off where an opponent can't even imagine where you are anymore when they have taken down 3 out of the 4 of your players. It makes a lot more sense to have a 4th player be in the fight with you and not have to not be bailing out like halfway through to make sure the team comes back with the next return flight, right? Like COD Mobile, we would see that in. So generally, you want to be closer. You don't have to be on top of each other, but you do want to be like in line of fire. That's generally a good idea in almost every circumstance. Two teams on top of the rib here. With vehicles, it can make a lot of noise. So seeing that vehicle, Prince should know for sure. And they are in contact. Oh! Missed throw. This throw was close, actually. But the attempt was risky. Luckily, they didn't just start driving over to push. Oh, that was close. But here's a push coming in from DK. They went right up to the rock that R2D is. Luckily for free kill, he was able to heal up 100%. Good shot to start. And a grenade I thought was going to finish it off. It didn't. Free kill starting to get a little bit pegged there by the opponent from the far side. And the grenade comes in strong. Great work there. Another grenade just missing on the wrong side there. Grenade. Oh, free kill right in the middle of that one. And here we go. Will this do it? Will Texas get it? Oh, went right over his head. Another one from Texas. And it hurts, free kill, but not to a knock. I mean, not to a thirst. I don't know what that... Oh, that was a smoke. I was like, well, I don't know what that grenade was for. I thought it was a grenade. It was a smoke instead. And that was a weird throw, for sure. Maybe he thought he was going to get Prince with the roll over it, but... Ooh, it does go for the kill. Free kill's down because of that grenade. Ruthless was just about to pick him up. Ooh, oh, my lord. Ruthless almost got eliminated there. Prince apparently does not have any throwables other than smokes. A grenade would have been perfect from this angle. Well, actually, it would have been tough from the bottom up, but still closer. Definitely more room to get that grenade to make contact. Bottom fight. And the shotgun doesn't finish him off first, so Prince is kind of rotating down, trying to get some distance, but still taken down by the shotgun. So that just leaves Ruthless, who's throwing nades left and right here. Teammates had some nades in the box. Throws another one in the smoke, and it does make contact. Gets one. But unfortunately, this side with a third-party TFC says, hi, we're here. I didn't know it was a two-person party. We made it 3. And so here we have a player coming in hot, throws a grenade in the smoke, thinking maybe you're in there. Farias. These are cool grenades he's throwing. And that hurts Farias, but it doesn't knock him out. Soka almost got eliminated there. Z starting to realize that the shotgun's going to be useful. Gets close and personal. And so does Bum, gets taken down too. That just leaves one. Anyone on this side usually has been taken down. We have the same spot as the enemy was when they got their player taken out. So Farias might have the same problem here. Gets the shotgun to work. Going for the thirst though. Got to turn right. Got to turn right. They're coming around. Oh my God. He's going to be able to heal through that. He's going to be allowed to heal. You're going to give him the time of day. Oh, needed to stay close. Obviously, odds were against him nonetheless. But needed to stay close for that shotgun to make the most effective shots and to use the cover here as well. Unfortunately, he went farther away in that instant. So we're going to go up to the top here and see some fights as well. They're just peppering at these vehicles below. And trying to snipe with the M4. And he's like, I give up. Not snipe anymore. Let me just fire a lot of... Come on. Oh, man. There was some good shots from Cosmic. Unfortunately, not making great contact. Ooh, does he see him? All right. The house here is a good spot. It's kind of like on the hill here. Come on. Oh, but one got knocked off the back. And just leaves skills to rotate. He could go back. He actually could. He is below the hills to prevent the thirst, apparently. But will they just push with the vehicle is the question. Smoke's needed. 100%. You never know what's going to happen. And so, let's see. Are they going to rotate down with vehicles? There's Angelic going right. Doesn't seem like he's rotating down. So, AG deciding not to capitalize on that. I guess they feel like going down here could be a risky play against anyone else that could be looking. And so they decide to let that revive happen. What's happening here? I thought 69 Ray was close to enemies. Apparently just driving off away. But actually, they're still behind them. There they are. They are close. And a lot of vehicles looking at them. And that is not teammates. I'll tell you that. They're getting chased here. Ray taking a hit. Lost a tire. Spins out. Gets the shotgun to work. And right when he died, got eliminated. Now, I actually don't know. It looks like he died last. From the green smoke coming out, I think he died last. So he should have gotten that elimination. I think. So he should get an elimination point for that, other than if it was the reverse, where he died before the knock turns into a thirst. I don't think he gets that. I think it just goes into the ether at that point. Could be wrong. If anyone has a better thought, I'm pretty sure that's how the order would be. The moment your team is out, you can no longer get more eliminations, even if you caused the knock. There is at least more than one enemy there, and Static is right to kind of pay attention to it. I think, yeah. See what he's doing. So what he's doing is scoping in and out, and he also sees him through the house there because it was desynced through it. But what's happening there is, you can tell it's the game is the game. All right, we all like it, at least the people who play it, right? But there are weaknesses to it. Right now, he could see a vehicle behind the house because he's not scoped into it. The house is desynced because it's too far away, but the car is not desynced. So he knew there was a car there, so he figured there's probably a person there if it's parked next to the house. And that's what happened there. Not any hacks or anything like that. It's a weakness of the game. And generally taking advantage of the weakness of the game. I mean, what are you gonna do? Just ignore the fact that there's a car next to the house that shouldn't be there? No. So obviously, the game's great, but the way to make it better would be to be able to not have to re-render everything as players go away from it. That is generally the best way to do it. I mean, that would take so much computing power. It would be unbelievable. But that in general is hopefully where technology goes, where it's not going to be difficult for things to stay rendered in for a player to notice. It's the same thing in Minecraft. It's the same thing in pick your RPG game that you want, right? Your vast land RPG game. It's going to be the same thing. Things don't render far away. They render more likely when you get closer to it. But I really do hope games change to the fact that, you should be able to render everything at some point. But that won't be for a while. I don't foresee it to change immediately. Oh, that's an enemy. Dewbreak might come over that cliffside and peek out for Fane to say hello. Come on, Dewbreak. You want to come around, don't you? Dewbreak is like, I hear the gunshots. I'm surprised. He's not doing it because he doesn't have a teammate that's really following yet. his teammate is so far back here that it makes no sense for Dubray to come up. Because even if he gets a jump on 1, he'll probably get jumped by 3 then. So, even if he felt like I really can get the jump on him by himself, yeah, you probably wouldn't be wrong if you thought that. But a nade comes in. Vayne was just getting tired of waiting. So he was like, I'll just throw a nade. So this is bad. Maria going for the revive. Soka making a quick push. He's not going to have the time. Oh, no, he stops early. Maybe he will have the time. Oh, there was maybe a smoker grenade. And Soka, this should be it for Maria. Wow, finishing him up with a nade of all things. I know Soka was thinking that was the right move, right, to get that nade out in case, but obviously the gun would have been the easier option, and the grenade does the trick instead anyway. Angelic is down there, static, kind of looking. Could be someone there that we just can't render, but I don't think there is. I think that person must be taken care of already because it's not even coming up that way. Let's see if we get closer. Oh, there is people. It's just so far that we couldn't even render the players at that distance. Again, part of the weakness of the game, but that's the weakness of every game, mobile or not. It's the same problem. Here's Cosmic. He is one of 2 players left on the team, but his teammate is not close. So I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is on the left, Angelic. All right, just trying to see where we should look. There's Angelic. He lost his vehicle, though, pretty much because of the tires are gone. At least one of the back tires are gone. And that is problematic, especially on that vehicle. Wherever the engine is, you do not want the tire to be knocked from that side, as it will cause your vehicle to go extremely slow. Nade out. And almost gets it, but it's just too short. And Shifty was stuck and tried to use smoke for cover to push through this blue zone, but unfortunately, no. Inferno still stuck back here as well. This blue zone's doing a ton of damage, and so he's going to be forced to use one of his first aid kits. But I don't see him surviving this much longer. Another smoke use to make their way into the next zone. It looks like they have a spot that's more secure. Actually, never mind. Saturday is knocked. And we'll see if he can get picked up. And they're shooting all the bullets into that blue zone. It looks like Soka's trying to finish him off. And I don't think he got a single contact there. He should continue to shoot, see if he can get it. Oh, he sees him peeked out now. Ooh, but he was really inaccurate, so he had to back off of it. Soka's hopefully he has enough ammunition. He does. He has 176. He should be fine. And Saturday finally finished off there from Soka. They have 10 eliminations. We haven't seen that number yet. First match, we only got up to 8. And that was caused by this team. They had 8. So now they have 4 this so far, but they have a 4-person team. And given their ability to get a high kill count, I wouldn't be surprised if they turn it on near the end here. And he's going to have to leave his teammate behind. This blue zone is just way too dangerous to wait for the revive and heal up and all that. Risky. He's going to do around the world. That's just never a good option, though. And so, yeah, I get it. But what he should have done is kind of stop at that rock and hope that he can have enough time to get behind it and shoot the car to blow it up. And 1 down with Shari. But they have 4 players, and so they are really looking good here. It's a 3v4 situation. TFC, who I think did well last game too, versus NF, who was in first place, or is currently in first place. So overall, NF is making a case for themselves to be leaders in this one. They do not want to give it up. Peeking down at Fane. Yeah, Fane had a ton of kills. So this is the top two. I believe Fane and TFC, they were in second place. Because I remember Fane having 6 eliminations. The team had 7, I believe. So both of these teams are really showcasing why they should be the top of the top. How many eliminations does TFC have? They have 12. They have 12. So if they get first, they're going to overlap NF, I think. I think they hop, skip, and jump over them. If they don't win it, they might still because of their pure kill count. Actually, no, never mind. If they don't, I don't think they do. Because I think NF has 6. And so if they win, they'll get 9 eliminations. And if but if TC wins, then they get generally 17 eliminations unless the blue zone takes over. Nice. Oh, Soka still gets taken down. They did not need that trade. They did not want that trade. They would have preferred to keep it at least some evenness, and now it's a 1v2. I don't know if he's trying to build a path for Smoke. I just don't think Soka's going to make it. It could distract them. Noticing Soka in the bush might surprise them and think that's a player that's alive. Oh, really needs that shotgun. And this shotgun just does not work. Usually it does. In almost every situation it does. But even at that distance, it should have been okay. But the strafing action from NF just made it impossible, apparently. So NF, congratulations. They will stay in first place. As far as I can tell, and as far as I can imagine, they should. It doesn't guarantee it, but based on my thoughts on the game, I think they do. And TFC, they're going to still be in second place, no doubt. Maybe first at this point, but I don't think so. Again, I think NF keeps it. And we'll go over these scores in a second. I'll talk about it. But I'm going to create the next room. So you guys know the drill. I'm going to put it in pause, and I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, 200 players, 50 teams, $3 million, and 1 trophy. Welcome to the 2023 PUBG Mobile Global Championships.
Yeah.
48 teams began this journey. We are now down to just 16, with $3 million on the line and thousands of screaming fans cheering on their favorite teams. Anything can happen.
But it's time to find out who our champion at PNGC 2023 is going to be.
The grand finals starts now.
Hey, tell me if you ready, tell me if you hear me coming. Survival of the fittest, be the hunter of the hunted. Better pay attention.
Here comes Noxian Red Force, takes down 1 at least, and that's Levi's Knox. For the second, and he makes it happen.
Keep your head on the swivel, I'm air dropping behind. Coming at him, they ain't even see it coming. Survival of the fittest, be the hunter or the hunted.
East moves forwards, looking to finish this off with the DBS of his own.
Then they never won. Coming at him, they ain't even see it coming. Survival of the fittest, be the hunter.
The Reaper with the last to stand for them, and Alpha 7 fall. Top so low, and Alex takes him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 PMGC champions, IHC!
Time to make it happen, time to get in the zone. Get in the zone. If you try to have a war, it's a war zone. Never take a loss. trying to have a war, it's a war zone.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Starting our next match soon. All right. So we are, again, starting our match soon. It'll be at, what do we got, 4 minutes now. So players could be hopping in. Let me go through the score that we just did. And see what we think players did. So, as I mentioned, NF have been crushing it. They have first place in the last 2 rounds now. We only had 2 rounds, so they got first place every single time. They also have a really good kill count. They have 4 coming in from Shari, who I think had the most last time too. So really leading the charge for the team. Verk with 3 and 2 from Hermexen. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm just going to go with it. So that leaves a team total of 9. They had 8 last time, 9 this time. That's definitely on the higher echelon of eliminations. So from a kill count perspective, from a rank perspective, especially rank actually, they are in first place. Unless there's another thing I'm missing, they certainly do. TFC, they have been in second place twice, so they are really doing well in rank, second best. But first place you get 10, second place you get 6. That's an 8-point swing just based on the fact that they have been second twice and the first place team has been first twice. So that is a big difference. But the caveat, or I don't know if it's a caveat. Well, the good thing is about them is that they have 5 eliminations coming from Soka. They have 4 coming in from Thane, 2 from, or 4 eliminations coming from Z, and Static with 1. So that's a team total of 14. That's bigger than 9, obviously. So from a total point perspective, they did better than NF this round. But because they didn't really maximize their rank just in between those 2 teams, they won't be in first place. They got closer to first place. But because NF already had first place and they had the most kills in the first round, that should still keep them in first place. It's super close though. Like it's definitely within single digit between those 2 for first place. And it's just a matter of what changes is going to happen here. Essentially, in my view, it looks like if NF wins against TFC, if they get more points, they're going to probably be the winners of the whole tournament. If TFC has more points in the last round, I would have it's a really good chance that they get a reasonable amount more, and then they would be the winners of the tournament. Now, the top 4 is going to be the victors here. So it's not just like first place, you get everything. First place gets $40. Second place gets 24. Third place gets 20. And fourth place gets 16. So there's a lot of chance to be in the money here for a lot of different teams. I think these 2 are pretty solidly in. They really have to mess it up, and there's chances to do so. But I think they have pretty solidified their way into top 2. It's just a matter of who's going to be 3rd and 4th now. Who's going to be those other 2 teams? And based on these scores that we have here, and I think AXL have been doing well already. They have 2 from Conrai and 1 from, I believe it's Jeer. And that's so a team total of 3. Sense got 2 eliminations in this last round. And then XZS had 2 from Saturday and 1 from Leno, a team total of 3. So that's your top 5. I'm trying to see if there's any major eliminations. AG, they have 4 eliminations coming from Cosmic and Angelic, each with 2. And I think that pretty much are your main killers. DK also has 2 eliminations, but they got 9th place. So let's see here. Are you saying the transmission? What's a transmission? Transmission is horrible. Like a car? Is there a car that's horrible? I don't think you're talking about in-game car. Did you mean transition? Maybe you meant transition. I don't know, mate. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. R2D getting themselves in. Good, good. Let me make sure Discord's all good. Looks like Ice wants a second. Another minute, I should say. It's 8:11, so I think we're good to begin. I know they have Sense as a tag. They need one more person. Should I wait? I'm just going to give it one more minute. Give them that extra minute that they might be craving for here to round out their team. If not, because I'm waiting. It's 8:11 for me right now. The moment it hits 8:12, I'm going to hit start. I want to that'll give them at least a minute and maybe 2 minutes in full. Come on, get your fourth. But it looks like everyone else is really in there. This is what I was talking about before. 43 is not it's on the lower end, but you know, we went from 35, I believe, in the first match. So it's like weird how like teams will hop in for the second match. I don't understand that. I suppose it could be because of maybe a different tournament before, or maybe they're just late, but like, you know, get on time, guys. All right. It's 8:12. They just got their fourth the moment I said that. All right, here we go. Time to begin. I wish I had a glass of water. Let me show you. Oh, you guys haven't seen that. But here's what it looks like right now. I'm going to get a glass of water. I'll be back. I miss. Plane just took off. Hope everyone's doing well in the chat. If you are, let me know. If you're not, let me know. I hope you're. If you want to talk about anything, I'd love to hear it. A few teams seem to be landing on Bravo at the time, and on one side of Bravo. So. Or maybe not. Well, I can't tell. There's like 3 teams hanging about. And I think 2 of them are bailing from Bravo, noticing the main issue. Let's see. Let's expand out. There's a Nox here. That's not good at all for XDS. Already dealing with some issues. Saturday knocked. Leno taken down now completely. And so they are getting pushed. NF, that is NF's the other team, right? Yeah, NF's the other team. There's Shari. They have been crushing it. So it does not help when you are now a 2-person team against them. There's a UMP and an Uzi. The Uzi's definitely better suited here. He does have the extended mag on it too. Absolutely important, in my opinion. And well, they're keeping their distance though. Let's take a look around, make sure we're not missing. Ooh, hot tin. We're going to hot tin for a sec. See how this plays. All right, we're rendered now. Janella coming around. I know a lot in the chat for Janella. group of enemies. Tried to hold the line, but needed to bail out again. So they'll quickly go for the thirst there. Maria's going into the building next door. And it looks like the break is going to be pushed and broken apart. Let's head over to Maria. Maria's making noise, so this is going to be probably another big push here. And that shotgun is just... Oh, luckily Maria got the first shots off. Goes to the thirst instead. But ACZ will only get one elimination from that. It was risky, and they went for it. I don't know why. Yeah, R2D is really good. I don't think they've been doing particularly well in this event. Maybe they can pull off a huge kill count and try to solidify a top 4. But as I said before, unless you take down TFC, unless you take down NF, they are in the clear favorites to be 1 and 2. Prince just got knocked from a long shot from Ray. And luckily, Prince has a place to hide. I think he's going to have a good chance to get picked up unless Ray... Oh, never mind. I was going to say unless Ray bulldozes through. But with that being said, that's not happening. Now, a smoke in the back as Jellic is going to look. And does he see the enemy? No. And Jellic apparently didn't see it. Some good weapon usage here. I like all the choices there on the ground. Already has an M4 though, so didn't need to switch that out. And I'm surprised. Maybe didn't see it through the smoke. There's Tracks now, paying attention. Oh my god, he's so available. But he missed his shot. He was reloading at the time. All right. Big yeah. That's the name I'm reading here. So there is still, this is like overlap for sure. Trax just got an elimination back here. R2D was not prepared for someone to come around from behind. And so there's the enemy push, and the shotgun takes down Trax. And yes, such a good weapon. You're not carrying a DPS. Really a surprise. They do take him out. Good drop shot there for AG to come out victorious. That is a squad wipe. And so R2D, they did lose too. Prince did eventually get taken down. Free kill was taken down. So Noob and Ruthless being the last 2. They do have 6 eliminations, so that's really good to start. But I think they should probably start thinking about playing it a little bit more safe, trying to keep their team intact, whatever's left of them for the end game. I mean, you could try to stick around just to see if you can get some free kills, but I wouldn't really make any waves. I wouldn't be playing aggressively. Right now, obviously, they're not playing aggressive. They're staying back. They're waiting to see if someone comes out in the middle of the street kind of thing. And I do think that's a fairly good idea. They can even, you know, as I said, back off even more. Play very, very passively, not even looking at the street anymore and just kind of staying away. But there's shots against Angelic. Jason trying to make that a reality to get that kill there. And so, again, I don't know if they want to continue to make a lot of moves here. They're going in deeper to hot 10. I just keep saying it, though. Like, you don't need to do that. You guys have a lot of kills at this point. Rank is the thing that's going to be easier for you guys to get at this stage just by staying alive longer. Right? For most teams, if you don't have a kill yet, yes, you need to be aggressive. You need to get those kills. They have 6 already. That's on the higher tier. Sense ice. Oh, Faye might have just lost. There it is. Oh, that was dirty. That was so good. Iron shot? Are you kidding me? An iron scope into that? And it took like 2 shots. I don't know if it was a headshot either, but he was fully healed. He was not low on health. And it felt like it took 2 hits to make that a reality. So I'm assuming one of them was a headshot. Great work. I mean, I don't know if at that point, do do you consider that luck, or do you consider that like just skills somehow? Because that distance, can you really be saying I'm gonna try the headshot here from that distance? All right, so it looks like R2D is backing away. This is what I was talking about before, that they probably should have done a lot earlier. If they back up too far, they really have to you really have to give in to that idea, because there's no vehicles. I don't see any. There's one over there with a motorcycle, but that's ahead of them. So you'd have to go through AG to get to there. So this is the problem I was talking about before. This is kind of why moving into the center of this city was a problem. They don't have the numbers to hold down against, you know, a full a team of 3 to be in your odds. So right now they kind of placed themselves here, and that's even worse, as Jason now is stuck on his own. He does have a DBS. He could pull off some magic, but really odds are super low. And so I don't know if this grenade is an attempt to say, hey, here you got it. Throw it out. Yep. There we go. Oh, no, don't go back. No, why go for the thirst? No, you don't look at the play. You look, oh man, good job. I mean, that grenade was clutch. So like, first step was huge and fantastic. But why are you thinking to go for the thirst against someone who's not alive? You could look around first and then be like, no one's around yet? Thirst, and then back up the stairs. But why are you looking to thirst when you know there's multiple enemies coming into the house? And where are they going to go other than to the first floor of that building? So like, yeah. I mean, and it really is that. He probably, if he was thinking in his brain, go immediately for the next player, he probably would have got that other kill, because it was a while before either of them really shot at each other with their shotguns. And it was only the reason that R2D, that was rough for them. They couldn't get out of it. They went out the wrong way. To be fair, I wouldn't have foreseen that either, but got over the hill. I wouldn't have foreseen that a team was going to be waiting for them on the outside either. So, fair enough. I wouldn't say, oh, why didn't they go on the backside of Hudson? Like, well, who would have really? Who would have thought of that if they didn't hear any shots from that direction before? But as I was saying for R2D, great team, great kills. They had like, I don't know how many they had. They had 7, 8 at that time, and they got taken down early though. They just played a little overly aggressive. In general. I didn't realize he had a pretty earlier. And then at the end there, as I said before, if he was just thinking, I'm going for the next player, not for the one knock, he probably would have gotten that done too. Probably would have. I would have gave him the odds there. Good job blowing up the vehicle. Back kill too. Ooh, they really put on damage. Do they have vehicles like that? That would be the move here, because they already got 2, right? And they have more than 2. So they could, yeah, they have 4. So that could have been a thought of, well, we got 2. Why don't we just push with the rest, right? But that is also a weakness of being so separated. Is how you, oh, Texas taken down. Wait, who's behind him with him? Someone's like in that direction. Here. Marias is kind of stuck now. As Storm is crossing the bridge by running. And you also have a team here, and they're going to be looking at that bridge too. I don't know if they realize that there's shots from AXL's side, so they can put their backs to them a bit. And Marias could be spotted either by AXL or Storm. But AXL might use this time to say, hey, we don't want to be a part of this fight. We already lost too many. Let's just get out of here. How many matches are there? 3. We already did. This is the 3rd one, so this is going to be the last match. Did he do like a jump throw? Where did that grenade come from? I wasn't fully paying attention to that. I was kind of thinking about like what I was gonna say, and wasn't really watching. Who threw that? That perfect name, by the way. Was it Gentle? Gentle's in a weird spot. He's kind of like really overexposed to the right there, but also paying attention to the left there at AXL. They are there, but I don't even know if they've been fired. Maybe AXL have been fired. I wouldn't be surprised. He has a long-range weapon. He can do that. Onyx is trying to... Oh, he sees him. So that's probably how he knows there's an AXL player. Onyx has been in the water looking. He needs to get out of the water, though, to make an impact. I think he will. There's another player on the left, but he's pretty cool. And there we go. The Achilles heel at the last shot made the important shot. Knock. Storm's been doing good, too. Your kill count hasn't been reflecting it, but they've been... Pushing through the bridge like that and still coming up with wins here is pretty impressive. Nice nade. That should do it. Oh, backed off in time, apparently. I thought he cooked it longer. There's a molly thinking he might still be back there. He's not. I heard some shots in that direction, too. I don't know if Onyx is still in that fight with one. Maybe he finished it. They have 4 eliminations now. 5 eliminations now. So yeah, they probably finished. Ooh, good backboard grenade against the Alien. That's a smart grenade. I like that on the there. Oh my, how are you still alive? And now you're down. Storm, this could be it for them. Low on health is Tornado. And I think, oh, but Bonix is still alive up top. He's coming in to possibly help, and too late. So there's the shots there. Come on, get that knock. You needed that one. You really did. You lost your position. You lost your element of surprise with that. That needed to be a knock. And unfortunately, it won't. And he sees the writing was on the wall. It was certainly the smart move to bail out once you realize you were not getting that knock. So even though you have a ton of your own players knocked there, and you, as much as you probably would have loved to pick them up, it was not the right call too. By the way, where's NF? Where is NF? Did they get taken down? Where did they get taken down? Did they come in 18th place? No, that's their spot in the order. But they only had 1 kill and they all died. As TFC is still alive, they have 5 eliminations. TFC has to be the team that wins the whole thing, unless another team comes out with crazy. Has to come in at least the 20s, I think, in order to really overcome all the positive things TFC has done. And there's just no one left. I mean, you have 6 eliminations from DK. Storm has 6 eliminations, it seems. No, wait. Storm has how many? I don't know why it's not going over. Let's see. Storm. You got 5 eliminations. And then Sense. Let's take a look at Sense. They have 4. So nobody in the top 4 that we have right now has a crazy kill count, right? They all have solid kill counts, but crazy would mean 15 to 20, essentially. And so TFC is safe, I think, in first place. And if we also look at the overall kill counts for all the teams, just to see if maybe there's a team that did really well, but they died out. Yeah, R2D, 7. And AG, 6. But nothing higher than double digit is not going to lead to TFC losing this event. They were constantly in second place. And they really can't mess it up. I don't think they could if they tried. Maybe if they gave one team all the kills. And everyone gave one team all the kills, maybe. But like that would be insane. It's not gonna happen. So I don't think it's gonna be much of a surprise to see TFC win this. But who's gonna be in second and third and fourth? Now, NF, they were in first place. Very high chance that they still get second place, even though they had a really bad game this match. but because they got first place twice in a row, that's not a teammate. What happened? That's an enemy. What is going on? Did you not see him? I'm confused. You looked directly at him. Maybe he thought he was AFK? I don't know what happened there. That was very confusing for sure. Anyone have any thoughts there? I thought for a second Bonix was AFK. That's what I thought happened. Oh. The shots? That was it too. I thought there was going to be more. So there you go. That grenade was actually really cool. The shots actually finished him off. I don't know if the grenade would have. Usually grenades are really instant, so I don't think that grenade was going to finish him off. That they probably did need to put one more bullet in there, but that was pretty cool to see. I like that ending. Anyway, so what I was saying before is who's the top 4 teams that are in the money? Can we figure it out without doing the calculation? Obviously, we're going to do the calculation regardless. I'll post it on Instagram and on Discord. So anyone who wants to see the total, the real total of who won, or who came in where, go to our Discord. Join our Discord and you'll get it if you claim the PUBG Mobile role. But let's kind of try to get a sense of who got what, right? So TFC, they were always in second place until this round where they got first place. I believe they had 7 eliminations in match 1, and they had 13 or 14, I want to say, eliminations in round 2, which is the most that anyone would have had in any match. So TFC, even though they have 6, 7, 8. I mean, 8's great. I don't know what I'm saying, but so TFC is clearly first place. I can't see them not. Storm, 3 from Bonix, and a team total of 6. Storm, GR, they. I'm trying to think of what. So, again, the overarching narrative has been so far in this tournament: NF and TFC, first place and second place throughout the first 2 matches, and everyone else is kind of in there. Like no one was doing crazy kill counts other than those 2 teams. And so Storm coming out, finally another team getting second place. They might have just solidified their top 4 spot based on that. Something needed to change, and Storm made that happen. Let's go to Sense here. Sense has 4 eliminations. That's not horrible, but they have 3rd place, so that's going to give them a solid rank as well. DK coming in with 6, and then AXL, they come in 0. If you're not getting any eliminations, I don't care what rank you get, you're just not going to be able to win the tournament and get a top 4. AG coming in with 6 eliminations. R2D, solid 7 eliminations. Again, and they've competed in our tournaments a lot, so they know how to play the game. They have a very solid understanding. I just think they probably bit more than they could chew. They wanted to really push the envelope, and you really can't do that in these tournaments where there's just a ton of different teams. All the different teams are really good, so they're going to make you pay for it. All these teams are going to make you pay for trying to push the envelope. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be aggressive, but if you are a 2-person team, which R2D was at this particular time, they try to play aggressive at that point. It's just not going to work out. You're going to lose to teams that have 3. You're going to lose to teams that have 4. And if you do win against a team with 3 or 4, you're playing against the odds in a major way. And you really don't want to do that because you're more likely to lose based on playing against the odds. And there's a lot of ways you play with the odds. Teams of 4 are being aggressive, playing together while the other team doesn't. All of those obviously lead to winning with the odds in your favor. And I think R2D is just a bit more than you can chew. The other thing, too, with R2D, as I mentioned before, I do want to hit this again because it's very important, I think, in PUBG Mobile especially, is whether to thirst or not to thirst. That is the question. And there are times when you should do it, right? You don't want to give the team constant revives when you've already done the work to knock them. So I do understand there's definitely a need to thirst, but it's a matter of timing. If you find that there's another enemy that is in front of you that has a good chance of killing you, which 100% if they're in front of you, they do, then you should take that guy out first before going for the thirst. The one elimination is not going to make or break your score compared to getting that other elimination knock or the other knock and trying to stay alive for long term. The odds are way better when you do not go for a thirst in almost all situations, not all situations, but in a lot of situations. The only situation where thirst makes sense is that you have so much time in the world and you see him knocked and you're like, all right, there's nothing else for me to do at this very moment. I'll take you out first. That's it. Other than that, it makes no sense. Generally, there's always something to do. And I think, I forgot which R2D player was. He easily could have got the next guy if he paid attention to whoever the next person was in front of him. So again, I don't want to harp too much, and I did, but I think it's important to note. And then NF, this is interesting. So NF had first place going into this round. They were solid going into this round. They had the best rank for sure, as they came in first place twice in the 2 matches we had at that point. And they had a ton of kill elimination points. So they were really, feeling the momentum there. But this with 1 and 8th is devastating. And they don't have first. They may not even have second at this point, which is kind of insane to think about. So I don't know. We'll see when we calculate it all. NF is really in question. I think they have a top 4. And if they have, if they're in 5th, I'd be super surprised. Because there's just not another team that did that well for 2 rounds. Enough for me to believe that they would overcome NF. In at least overcome them from being in the top 4. 69 was 0 eliminations, XDS 0, and 1 from Maria from ACZ, which I think they did really well, if I'm not mistaken, throughout the tournament. And this is a really bad one for them. So I don't know if they were a top 4 going into this, but I wouldn't be surprised. I saw their name a lot, and I think they were on the upper echelon of teams going into this round. But this certainly will bring them right back down to earth for sure. So again, we're going to have to do the calculation. I'm going to be doing it tonight, and then I'll post it on Instagram and Discord. And so we'll know for sure what happened. But if I had to take a guess, TFC in first. Simple as that. This one's tough. I think Storm, again, it's really hard to see outside of TFC and NF what was going on. But Storm, I think, will get second. I think NF will secure the 3rd. And then 4th is kind of a toss-up. I wouldn't be surprised even if it's R2D, because they were getting a lot of eliminations. I think they got a few in the previous 2 rounds. But it could be Sense, who has 4 this round, who has 3rd for good placement points here. So it could be anyone, to be quite honest. But we will see. All right. I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys if you competed. Thank you for competing. We will have this another month. And if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to follow the stream, subscribe, and also join us on Discord. That's our main hub, which is linked in the description. Cannot stress that enough. I appreciate everyone here, and I hope you all have a great night. Take